It's Week 7 of the National Football League. And we've got Marshawn Lattimore.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Indianapolis Colts.
Because that has to be their mindset. It's against a team that's not at all strong on the other side of the ball. So this could be one where we see this offense try to impose their will through the trenches, and in fact, they should.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. As we take a peek at Sam Darnold, the former USC Trojan and 3rd pick in the 2018 draft.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Darnold looking to start with a pass. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Off of play action, Darnold nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in at the 3. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there?
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Darnold from the gun. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Marquez Callaway deep for New Orleans. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former 3rd-round pick back in 2012, and that's the quarterback Nick Foles.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
Now Foles. That's out to Hill, right side complete. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're careful, you can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Foles.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 31-yard line. On the counter, here's Kamara. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
The Saints at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
This defense for the Saints, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Darnold on 3rd down. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Taylor. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Completes it to Miller. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Now Callaway on the return. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. A give to Kamara running right. And he's got, there he goes, right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Foles. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Kamara up the middle. He juked him. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Foles. And he's got it. Touchdown. Taysom Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Now it's Darnold. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Darnold on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Darnold now to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Back to throw, Darnold. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. So here are the Saints to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's got some space here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson, 40 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Colts set to take over here offensively. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Again, Darnold. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Darnold. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 50, it's Darnold. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 41. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Darnold. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 14. Now we give to Taylor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Rodrigo Blankenship and the Colts field goal unit comes on. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Blankenship's kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Looking long for Thomas, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Foles. They're going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. The run back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Darnold. And he's taken down here by the Saints. David Onyemata, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Returnable here for Callaway. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Foles. And this one taken in on the... in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now this will be a jet sweep. Here's Thomas with it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here we go with Kamara. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Here's Foles.
Out route to Hill, complete.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Juwan Johnson
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Saints are able to widen their lead here in this first half. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
When you're at a certain point, But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Looks good on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. Now, see if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Faking the give, Darnold. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. On 2nd and 10, Darnold.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Wilson. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. On 2nd down and 4, Foles to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, Tatum, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop it right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Throwing on 2nd down, Darnold, and the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Eric Wilson
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Oh, the return is Callaway.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
From midfield now on second down. Foles. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On first down, Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Miller.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Darnold completes it. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Michael Pittman,
49 yards.
And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT.
And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Foles looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The busy night continues for Kamara.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
2nd and 5 now. Foles. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Foles. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hill. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The result there is the offense is going to come back on the field. A first down as they get 12 on the fake punt. Now this will be a jet sweep. Here's Thomas with it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Foles. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter.
They start the second half with Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On play action, they'll throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Coming out of the locker room, they knew they were going to be on defense first, needed a stop. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Able to slither by. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.